the following presentation of the National Football League.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visiting sideline, there's the Chiefs head coach, Andy Reid. His guys at 2-0 to begin 2025. On the other side, it's Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys also 2-0, so this is a good measuring stick matchup early in the season. The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Craig, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. Oh, he's trying to use the big frame to push forward. But I don't think he's going to get there. He's held up at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here.
So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
When you have a chance to kind of poke around the locker room, Mike, and talk to the coaches and the players, and you say, how would you best describe your quarterback? The word perfectionist, it seems to come up pretty often, and it's pretty clear to see why. He was not happy throwing that pick last week, and otherwise it was an incredible stat line. So that's the drive that allows him to just continuously improve week in and week out, and I'm anxious to see what a better performance even looks like here today.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now, Wilson. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
A 5-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 4. Wilson lines up in the pistol. A short one there to Bellinger. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Russ. That's caught left side by Bellinger. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 46. Here's second and 4. Now a shot here, deep middle. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. Again, Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He finds his tight end, Bellinger. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down. On the give, it's Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Giants first down. Now it's Wilson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up third down.
At the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will have the Giants first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on third and 2.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. This one pulled in by the tight end, Bellinger. And he'll be taken down. So we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and goal at the
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got his big tight end, Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Giants. It's his second touchdown of the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
The Chiefs take over first.
The Chiefs offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. On first down, it's Mahomes. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Mahomes now on second down. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 as they face a difficult 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. Here's Matt now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, when you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight end in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win 3rd down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback. He can play H-back. He can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again. Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense ready to get back at it. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
A gain of 4 yards.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They put Kelsey in motion. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down. To the air one more time. Short throw caught by the tight end Gray. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
And in motion is Brown. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And they'll pick up the 1st down on a gain of about 4.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Mahomes now to throw on second down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Look up the crowd, and here's Tracy on first down. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. From the 21, here's second down and 2. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for it with Scatterboo. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the Giants, first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. 2nd and a yard.
An 8-yard gain. Brings up second down.
Back to throw. Wilson. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
And 1.
Throwing is Wilson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
He's a gain of 33. That's good for a New York Giants.
To throw again is Wilson. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And this ball incomplete on third down. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Wilson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in! Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now, Kanas for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Giants move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
To kick off for New York.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports.
Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on the Cardinals in the NFC West. And this is Michael Wilson. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's the new signee from Pittsburgh, Najee Harris. And this is a touchdown. The Chargers move to 2-1. They get the victory here. One more to show you, and it's out in Seattle. The Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints. And this is Kenneth Walker. Looking for a hole, finds one, and he hits the turbo. The Seahawks find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
In punt formation for the Giants.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
That's complete to Rice. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Bobby Okereke. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the Chiefs punter. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Now Wilson on 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. They look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Worthy to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. On first down, it's Mahomes. And unable to connect this. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
10 yards to go.
They put Kelsey in motion. That's dropped off for Pacheco. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound. Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael McFadden. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10.
On first down, Wilson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
They'll run with Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 28.
Now Russ. That is brought in at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. His first touchdown of the new campaign. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's hung this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Okay, Scott, thank you. The rain, as you see, still coming down in sheets. We'll see how the coaching staffs adjust to the weather here in the second half.
To kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
To throw is Mahomes. Moving outside the pocket. He'll run again. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's a gain of 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
First down throw, Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 4. Here's Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Kansas City.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Second and 11. the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he'll get down and avoid the hit. Gain about 7. Setting up third down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
And the first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
A first down throw for Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown. A 5-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 11-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's made by Smith-Schuster. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least we'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit.
31, Chiefs 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll only managed to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there, and now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Now the return. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Here's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Out wide, setting up the screen for Rice. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
A throw on the move is caught. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, KC.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. Get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4. Mahomes back. He'll try and get there on carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact the drive keeps going. It's a 1st down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sends up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now, Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
5 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Up just 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Another one from the 5, second down and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Mahomes. And he's going to get into the end zone. For the moment, it's 2 points, but there's a flag down on the field. Boy, easy call for an official. Once the receiver steps out of bounds, he can't be the first guy to touch it, so that brings out the flag. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back to the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 13. To kick off for New York.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Patrick to throw. To the left side in the hands of Rice. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, Nick, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And it's a good solid
45-yard line.
victory formation. Defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.